Alright everybody, welcome back to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. Now today, I want to go over the raid. Now, I know this came out yesterday, and I know all of you are aware of what the raid is about. You've already read this. I watched the Arnold video about it late last night because I didn't even see this came out. I was working late. So we all know what happened, alright? You have all read this. I kind of want to just go through it, give you my thoughts and opinions on a few of the different things in here, and some things you might have to look out for in the future as we approach this raid. So if you're interested in knowing more about the raid, more content for Galaxy of Heroes about the raid, about Lightspeed bundles and all that other kind of stuff, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. You'll also see me suffer a lot more in your feed, so if you want to see me suffer, like and subscribe. Now, let's get into the video, alright? So, I'm not gonna go through, again, like every single little thing about the Battle of the NABOO raid, but I do want to mention one or two things. So, the summary here, they kick this off here with they say the Trade Federation has unleashed a droid army upon the calm and quiet planet. You and your guild must engage the enemy both on land and in space. On land and in space. So that is a first, that we are finally going to be getting ships in a raid. And my hot take for this, because I've heard a few different things about it, I kind of like it. I think that's going to be something very, very different. I don't believe we've ever had a raid that requires ships. We've had the Endor raid, obviously, which you need, you know, speeders for and all that stuff. But never anything specifically about using, like, capital ships in space and all of that stuff. And I'm kind of interested to see how that'll play out. I think that it gives you a lot of opportunity to try something different in Galaxy of Heroes, as we saw with the Endor raid, that they tried to do something different. And also, it puts more ship stuff on the forefront of more players. Ship content is very important in the game, and it's a lot more tedious than the character farming in some aspects, but very important regardless. And this is going to be one more way to highlight that. I assume that once we get closer to the Battle of Naboo, they'll show us things like, oh, the Malevolence, or what's the word, Negotiator will probably be required. The Endurance will probably be required. Stuff like that, maybe, if that's what they're going to do with this. I don't know. It's just a guess. Maybe we'll have a locked capital ship, or maybe we won't even have a capital ship. Maybe we'll just have to, maybe we'll have to take in the ships, and they're just going to be N1 ships, but they're all going to have the same abilities, kind of like the Battle of Endor raid, which I hope they don't do with the ships, but I could definitely see them doing it. Just throw in a bunch of just N1s, and you have all of the same abilities. You just have to take out a certain number of ships, or you have to take out the Trade Federation capital ship, which is something else I want to mention, that we did have those assets come to light again from ArtStation from Galaxy of Heroes, talking about the Newt Gunray thing. So perhaps what we're going to have to do in this section of the raid is going to be using N1s, which hopefully they'll add in the game soon. There is a ship coming soon. We know this. There's a ship chase event coming soon that was leaked a few weeks ago. So could be the N1. Use the N1, take out a bunch of Vulture droids. This would be a reskin Vulture droid, the brown versions of it. And then we go and take out the Lucre Hulk, which I believe is, yeah, right here. Thank you, Arnold, so much for letting me steal this. Like, you don't know who I am, but I'm stealing this. Anyways, this is basically some of the files we found, that was found, and I probably would not be surprised if this is just for the raid. If they don't make a new Gunray capital ship, I wouldn't be surprised if that was just for the raid. Now, I talked about the ships for like 3 minutes there, so that's kind of one part of it I want to talk about. This is, I don't really care that much. Hero bonus, sure, whatever. I mean, I don't know if this is gonna be the end-all be-all, but that's cool. Factions, Galactic Republic, and Separatists. I'm glad they added Separatists. I wasn't sure if they would, because you're fighting the Separatists, so adding the Separatists to fight the Separatists is interesting, but I'm glad they did that. But this here is a little strange. The allowed characters. How many of these characters are most people gonna have? Let's go down the list. Most people won't have Jar Jar, won't have Master Qui-Gon, won't have Obi-Wan, I'm going to add staff to this list, but it's kind of like on that, it's teetering on that edge. And then you have the 4 Gungans, so now you're at 8. Queen Amidala, 9. You're not going to have Jedi Counselor up, 10. And then Guardian, 11. Beck, 12. Ethloth, 13. Plo Koon, maybe, I'm actually going to leave him out. Key Money 14. Ayla Sakura, she's a GL requirement, but not everyone has her done, so she's kind of like a half point there. Luminara Dooley, nobody really has her done, probably. Kid Fisto, a lot of people don't have her done, or have him done, I should say. That doesn't leave you with a lot here. That leaves you with Darth Sidious, Magnagar, Droideka, B2, Nuke Gunray, B1, Qui-Gon, normal Qui-Gon, Shock T. I'll add Plo Koon, Mace Windu, R2, and Darth Maul. That's 12. 12 to what was the other number? 15. So roughly more than half of this list most people will not be able to use. I feel like this is a very limiting list. I felt like the Endor raid was much more welcoming to a lot more characters for people to play in. And now it kind of just feels like I'm forced to either upgrade terrible characters or get the new characters that are really far out of the way for me that I'm not going to get to. That just don't make sense for my account, that I'm not going to get to. I understand why they did this. I just wish it wasn't so limiting on what characters we could use in the raid. That's really what it comes down to. I really wish we had more options. I like the ships being included. I don't like the limited characters that are allowed so far. I don't know. That's overall my thoughts on the raid. I think I'm 50-50 on it. I like the idea. I like the ships. I'm mixed. This could be cool. It could be lame. I don't know this part of it, but I am glad that they're going back to the old format. Hopefully, if they don't bring back the Endor, if they don't bring back the Endor raid format for the speeder, like that they had for the speeder raid for the ships, that'd be good. They didn't specify the ships in the allowed characters, so maybe we do just have a set kind of ship, which would, I don't know, kind of be disappointing, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about the Endor raid in the comment section down below. Again, this wasn't me going through the whole thing. This is me kind of just giving you my thoughts, so let me know what you thought about it. Thank you so much for watching. Drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching again.